this is a short analysis between the sounds of Thor, feature-length movie, the TV show War of the Worlds, and a brief look at how the sound compares to a video game like The Witcher. So in comparison between Thor and the War of the Worlds, the most obvious thing is the difference in use of Foley, the levels, and the use of gates between the dialogue recordings.
Sacha! Vous êtes qui?
Hey, what's...
Pose ton arme!
No, it's okay. It's okay.
T'as vu ça où, toi?
I don't speak French.
So from this clip, it's clear that almost all of the dialogue in the audio comes from the production sound, although some of it is probably boosted with clip-on mics. And that's in comparison with the following Thor clip, where almost none of the production sound is being emphasized, and instead of Foley, they're using sound effects to accentuate certain scene parts. In the following clip, almost all production sound has either been kept very low in the mix or been replaced by Foley. The L cut into a J cut over a fade to black is certainly not as stylish as Fight Club though.
None of us have seen before. Look, there are other more aggressive forms of treatment we can try, but something's affecting her body's ability to fight the cancer. I'm sorry, Thor.
Oh, there you are.
What's going on out there?
Some moron made a fridge without a door, can you believe it? Not to worry, got it open and got you all sorts of goodies.
How's Val?
Oh, she's in a lot of pain, but she is stable.
Okay, good. Now we just gotta get this out of my
Oh, no.
car.
That's got to stay in there. That's all the magic potions and elixirs doing their thing, so... Just gonna pop out for a moment, pick up the kids, kill the bad guy, and then I'll come straight back.
You're going without me?
Yeah.
What happened to, like, doing everything together?
He's gonna use those kids to distract.
So there's obviously quite a few things in that scene that indicates that this is mostly Foley and not production sound. The fact that Thor has footsteps and sometimes not footsteps. The fact that when Jane tries to remove her saline drip, then the saline drip plaster has a sound, but her moving around does not have a sound. And in comparison, the War of the Worlds scene has pretty much only production sound and there is no added Foley or sound effects.
Maman!
Sacha! J'ai eu tellement peur. Ça va? T'es pas blessé? Rien? Non, ça va. Je savais que tu reviendrais. Oui. Ils sont où, papy et mamie? Je te laisserai plus.
Ouais. Merde, je croyais que c'était...
So it's quite clear that in the Thor movies there is much greater delineation between the sounds. So in the Jane scene when Thor is shattering the vending machine, the AKG beep is quiet to give full impact of the destruction. And it doesn't actually come in until we have Thor entering the room. However, in the War of the Worlds, the sounds are constantly present and the dialogue does much more of the work. So in comparing fight scenes between the two shows, it's a similar thing. Thor is much less reliant on production sound and lots of things are gated out to give more presence to the impact sounds. In the War of the Worlds, there's Foley added, but on top of the existing production sound, and dialogue hasn't been gated out like in Thor.
How?
Can we talk about this later?
Yeah, sure.
Great seeing you.
What? I can see.
So in comparison with other media, the War of the Worlds TV show is much closer to a video game like Witcher, for instance, where the game folio is constantly present. And although some of the game folio sound is dipped under the impact sound, is not done to the same extent as it is in Thor. So in comparison with each other, War of the World and a game like The Witcher, the sound is almost omnipresent, while in Thor it's much more managed. So subjectively you could say that Thor has an unrealistic sound, while a TV show like The War of the Worlds or a game like The Witcher has a more realistic sound, and something that you would expect to encounter in the real world. And switching between clips where I've balanced the levels, this becomes quite evident. So presumably quite a bit of this is driven by production budgets, and for games is due to the mechanics, but it also lends an aesthetic to the experience, which I think can be useful to think about when approaching sound for a project.